Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Today I made me a homemade po' boy, and I got a little Mountain Dew over here, and I got a little Texas Pete salted garlic on deck. Yes, I call myself making me a homemade po' boy. Yes, indeed. I know I'm not gonna be able to eat all this because it's quite a bit. Because I just cooked two um, pieces of fish. So without further ado, let's say prayer. Amen, amen, amen. Look at that flaky fish. That flaky fish. Mm. Mm. I use cod. Mm. It is good. Mm. Mm. I was watching a video. It'd be like those type of video that be recorded off the officer cam when they go in their house, whatever they doing. And this one was real disturbing. It was a teenage young lady. Her and her mom got into it. They were breaking stuff, throwing stuff, calling her mama every which name it was, but I love you, mom. She was doing all of this type of stuff. So the mom called the police, which is expected. They tried to be nice to her, just get a couple of things, and your mom don't want you here, you have to leave. She was getting combative with them, calling them all up under the name, but yes, sir. Told the officer she was gonna kick their A, don't touch her. You get near me, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So her granddad ended up, I guess the mom called the granddad. The granddad had to be probably every bit of like the mid-70s. He tried to calm her down. She wasn't talking to the granddad like that. It was just the mom, the officers and stuff. They try to get a girl chances. Come on, come on. And they sit up there and tried, just over and over and over and over and over. Then they said, okay, you gotta leave. So when that officer put his hand on that young lady, that lady, honey, she was combative, got to swinging, throwing punches. She kicked him. She bit him. The other officers come in. They had a hard time. She was a little bitty thing getting that young lady under control. Then it's like, oh, now you're going to jail for assault, resisting arrest, this, that, and the third. She just kept on, kept on, kept on. So they got her, and they were threatened to, to tase her a couple of times, but they didn't. So they got her up under control, and they had to go in the trunk and get those cuffs that put your feet together, then tap around your arm, near your neck, whatever them cuffs is. And she still was just trying to get out of there. So what they did was they end up calling the emergency service to come. And then a young lady, I think she was 17. I don't want to go with them. They gonna subdue me. They gonna put me under sedation. And I was like, dang, this not your first rodeo then. So I guess she have a history of this type of stuff. So they finally came and got her, and they put her on a stretcher. It was a cutscene. Next thing I know, she was calm. So I guess they gave her something or whatever, and they said she got to go to the hospital because she had a history of trying to harm herself and being combative, trying to fight. Then she was going to get charged with resisting, assault, and all this type of disruption and all this type of stuff. And she was 17 years old. So as always with the comments, a lot of folks, one person said, when you don't discipline your child, the world will. Lots of folks was going towards the mother. And I said, wow, I thought it'd take two people to, create a child. But, but you guys, that was terrible to see. I think the video altogether was like 40 minutes long. It was terrible. Because couldn't nobody do nothing with her. The mom, like she was in her 40s. But all this going on, no dad. Because she had to call her father. And he was an older gentleman to try to help her out in that situation. That young lady needs some help. Because can't nobody do nothing with her. And the mom said she was in the house trying to jump on her. Knocking stuff all down. Oh no. You know, the way how they talk, she was tonight. She was in a psych hospital, and she out doing the same thing. So you can just imagine and dealing with that, and also the fear that comes from that. If they let them out, will they come back to my house? Would they be trying to hide in the bushes? When I get in my car or get in my mail, they're going to jump out the bushes. That's a lot to think about. And that's why my heart go out to everybody. I hope the young lady get the help that she need. I hope the mother can get the help that she need and the resources, because that mom going to have to protect herself. Because from that point on to the day that mom leave here, that young lady going to wash her face with that. You call the police on me. You call the police on me. It's a bad and sad situation all around. So yeah, I have watched that, you guys. It was like YouTube. It's like the police cam something. And they have a lot of those real stories on there like that. A lot of real stories. And it's just heartbreaking. So on that note, you guys, I did manage to eat the sandwich. It was delicious. It was fried to perfection. And I have one more sandwich left. I also toasted the bun. Y'all come on and get this. Because I done got full. It's a real meaty fish. Ooh. All that meat in there. Look at that meat. Okay, you guys. That was delicious. So I thank you for watching. And bye-bye for now. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, guys. My hand's so oily.